Hi traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris and this video is focused on the euro dollar and pound dollar analysis. Alright, let's start with the euro dollar 4-hour chart. We had a very strong upside, of course, in the last 2 weeks, price breaking above this resistance trend line, bouncing off the long-term moving average and 50 fib here, and then breaking out to the upside. Last week, we had a little bit of a follow through, but ultimately, price really didn't make it too far and has been kind of going sideways, in fact. And you can see that pretty easily when you go to the weekly chart. You see pretty strong weekly candle 2 weeks ago, but last week not so strong, almost a doji with a pretty big wick at the top, in fact. So bulls not so much in control last week, and you can see here that there's a bit of a struggle for that upside. For the moment though, I think that looking at current price action, sorry, that's the wrong button. Let's see, there we go. For the moment though, I think that price is going to make a bearish kind of correction. You can see it broke through this support trend line after breaking this resistance, but that failed to go anywhere really, and then moved down. So I think that some downside pressure could take price back to the 50 fib, for instance, and that could still be a bouncing spot. At the 38 or 50 fib is a zone that I think could still be a bounce spot for the euro dollar. Now, if it doesn't bounce there, then I think that something else could be going on. In that case, maybe 5-wave up is finished, and we might be in a new downtrend. All right, so this particular blue zone right in here, very important, I think. Maybe even the 61.8 fib as well, by the way, because of the previous tops on the left that have been broken. So this is still, I think, a support zone, and if price does bounce, I'll be looking for long setups for one more higher high towards 124 and 125, which are these two targets, and also round levels. So that's something that I think looks to be happening next week. This could be just a simple correction. This could be a wave 4. This could be a wave 3. Wave 3s are typically strong in their momentum. This is a wave 1, 2. Wave 4 is finished as price bounces at these fibs, and then up it goes for wave 5. That's what I expect for the moment. I think is the most likely scenario. But how far this retracement will last, that really kind of depends on the price action we see on Monday, perhaps Tuesday. And I'll be looking for bullish candlestick patterns at any of these 3 fibs for that bounce to the upside. Bullish candlestick patterns, once again, would confirm it, or a bounce, hook back, failure to break this bottom could also be one way to look at it, or a break of this trend line like this. Those are all kind of ways to measure whether price is indeed breaking to the upside or not. Whether price will bounce or not really depends very importantly on this 61.8 fib. Once again, a break below that, I think, will make the entire outlook bearish, or at least neutral, and not any more bullish on this euro dollar. And that would shake things up, of course, in that case. All right, on this hourly chart, you can see here that price was more or less pretty corrective. So I think we can put a fib from here to here, and you can see that here too, like a -272 target would be a pretty likely target for this correction. All right, so that's one way of looking at it. And last but not least, the daily chart, you can see the purple level corresponding with these two broken tops. So that is still a very powerful and strong level that could stop price from falling, and we could get one more higher high. On the higher time frames, once price, let me renew this template quickly. Once price gets up into 21, 125, 130 zone, for the moment 125, it could be a place of resistance. We can put a fib from here to here. All right, and we got to be aware that, there we go, that basically price could be using these resistance levels, the long-term moving average, these bottoms, maybe these fibs for a turning spot. And I think that this can complete an A. Price might make an ABC for B, and up it can go for C perhaps. All right, now it depends a little. That's a long-term vision. That could change quickly though. It a little bit depends on how price will fall when it hits the 125, 130 zone. You know, that's the foremost kind of importance, is that how far will it move up, and whether it will fall from that zone or not. That's the next step. And how will it fall? That will give us information if price is indeed making one more upside, or if it's going to fall maybe deeper like this. For the moment though, I think that considering this weekly chart, I do see pretty clearly 5 waves. So I think ABC down and then more upside is likely at this moment. All right, pound dollar double top, but here too, pretty strong momentum still. So I think that same story like the euro dollar. If we put a fib from here to here, basically any of these fibs could be bouncing spots, 23, 38, 50 fib. So for the moment, still looking like prices in uptrend, that this downside is just a retracement. Let's take a look at the weekly candles. You see this weekly candle is stronger actually than the euro dollar. And good gap between the moving averages, higher highs, higher lows. So for the moment, yeah, I think that this could just be a simple retracement for more upside. Now I might be wrong, and therefore if we do see a strong push like this and then a bear flag, that is definitely something that I would change my opinion, and then I would look for probably a break of this flag to the downside, right? But if there's any kind of choppy price action here, or if price is clearly respecting these fibs with candlestick patterns, a continuation higher is likely. What is the target? 140, 140.75, 142.50 are the next targets in line for the pound dollar. All right, that wraps it up. More free info and analysis at elitecurrency.com, and wish you all good trading. Cheers.